Hello everybody, it's Josie here. I am doing one of my Friday inspiration videos. So today I'm taking inspiration from something that I really love, and that is tattooing, is body art. It's something I got into probably a bit later than most people. I think when you kind of hear most people's stories, they got their first body art when they were sort of 18, the minute they could go to a tattoo shop. But I had an interest in tattooing and body art from sort of teenage age, but I didn't get any of my own until I was sort of in my mid-20s. And I have to say, I'm quite happy with that decision because I think I probably made slightly better decisions than I would have maybe when I was younger, but everybody's different. So I love body art. I think it's a fantastic way to decorate myself. I think it's a beautiful form of art and artistic expression. So for today's inspiration, I've got 3 books that focus on body art and tattooing. So the reason I decided to pick this video, other than the fact that I enjoy body art, is I recently read this book over here. It's called Ink. And the idea of this book, it's really interesting. So this kind of dystopian world of where ink is set, people get tattoos of their life story. So whenever they have a big event and something happens in their lives, they get a tattoo to represent that. And the idea is that your life story is always visible on your skin. Everybody can read who you are, what you've done with your life. And there's an element of the blanks, that they call them in this book, of people that don't have any art, skin art, and don't have any tattoos, and they're weird and they're to be feared, and what is it they're trying to hide? Why are they not, showing their lives off on their skin and letting us know who they are and what they've done and what they've achieved? So I really thought the idea was interesting. It was different. It was not something that I'd ever read before. And as a novel, it's interesting, but also if you're interested in tattooing, it's interesting. It's an interesting take on the concept of tattooing, because weirdly, I've always felt that whenever you have, or certainly I have, and I know friends that are tattooed will say the same thing, is when you have a significant event in your life, you want to mark something. Quite often, if you're into skin art, you do that via your skin, via your tattoos. So quite often, if people have a significant life event, they'll go and they'll get a tattoo that represents that to them. So I love the premise and the idea of this book. So that's my first recommendation. Great book. There is a sequel to it, which I haven't read yet, but I'm going to get around to it. And then the other 2 books are non-fiction. So this is just a bit of inspiration around tattooing and skin art and tattoo style, really. So the next one I've got here is this book over here. It's called Tattoo Street Style. And what I love about this book is it shows people's ink and then also their style and how that kind of dovetails in with their ink. So I think when you're tattooed, you do want to show that off, and you are probably more inclined to have a certain style as well that you want to incorporate into that. So what I love about this book is that we're not only talking about the kind of the tattoos themselves, but also the people and the style around them. And it's really cool because it's all over the world. You get a little blurb about the people, and this is just a really fascinating, really interesting book about style and tattooing and how those 2 things kind of merge into one. And then the last book that I have is one of my kind of icons and inspirations, both in style, in the way she lives her life, in art, in music, and that's this wonderful lady over here, Kat Von D. Now, I am a huge Kat Von D fan. I came across Kat Von D many years ago when she first started on a program called Miami Ink that was being screened in the States, and she is a remarkable artist, a remarkable tattoo artist, but she's so much more than that. She has a gorgeous makeup line that is vegan. She's an advocate for vegan and animal rights, which I love. And she's just so creative and artistic in so many different ways. She has a very unique expression. She makes music. She's just a wonderful, inspirational lady for me in my life. And this is one of her books. So she has 3 books out. I don't want to bring all 3. This one is very, I love this one, I think, because it probably dovetails the most with kind of the inspiration part. So it's called Go Big or Go Home, and it basically features her clients where they've had large tattoos. So, I mean, large tattoos. So what this book does though is it talks about her clients, it talks about their tattoos, but it's also in sections where Kat is talking about things, words really in her life and what they mean. So this one over here is on creativity and about being an artist. And what I love about this is it's incredibly inspirational. She talks about her own personal life. She talks about what it means to her, what creativity means, what strength means, what art means, what inspiration means. And it is just a gorgeous, gorgeous book on a number of levels. So whether you're looking at it from a purely aesthetic tattooing point of view, but then also looking at it from a way to get inspiration in your own life, to kind of hear Kat's views on it. So this chapter over here is about independence, and she talks about being independent and being your own person. And it's just a wonderful, wonderful book. I highly recommend it. It's beautiful to look at all of Kat's work, anything she does, whether it be her makeup range, whether it be her books, her tattooing, her shoes, everything is just gorgeous aesthetically. So if you're interested in beautiful aesthetics, yeah, this is the one for you. So that is my inspiration for this Friday. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I will speak to you again soon with another video. Bye bye.